Alex Giles is live at the City Council chamber where CMPD's press conference just wrapped up, and Jason Puckett is live with police, the memorial reaction. But let's start with Alex. Tell us about what police just said in that press conference.
Well, Nia, Mary, first let me tell you, this was one of the largest gatherings for a press briefing regarding local law enforcement that I've seen in the several years that I've worked here. Obviously, the governor here in town, the city police chief, the city mayor, all a part of this, and then local news outlets and national news outlets here as well. So just a large crowd inside the city council chambers here at the government center. More context about the situation that unfolded yesterday. And as you guys noted at the top of the newscast, more information about the people involved in this situation. And you identified that deputy marshal who was also killed in the shooting, but we also got the names of the folks who were injured yesterday. Those law enforcement officers that sustained serious injuries: Chris Tolley, Mike Giglio, Jack Blowers, Joshua Campbell. We know they are expected to make it. Very thankful for that information. Take a listen to what the city's police chief, Johnny Jennings, and Governor Roy Cooper had to say at part of that press briefing today. And you'll notice the police chief got emotional during his time speaking with us.
Dangerous assignments are part of the job, but they step up and do it anyway to protect our communities and protect our families.
You know, the last few days have it's just been very tough. And knowing that you have families that are hurting right now. We'll get through it, though.
Yeah, you heard him there. We'll get through it, though. Normally, Chief, obviously very serious, very solemn when it comes to serious situations, but you can see even a situation like this having an impact on him. My colleague, Jason Puckett, has also been covering this story for several hours this morning. He was in the community where this happened. He's also been at the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, gathering more information from members of the community and learning more about what transpired yesterday. Jason?